Could you all please stand for the arrival of the procession?
Good morning and a very warm welcome to this very special occasion, important not just for the university but in particular for all of you because it marks a significant landmark in your lives. So I hope you enjoy the ceremony and I declare the congregation open.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. For the degree of Master of Arts, Sonia Marie Bedford. Gemma Louise Peake. Jennifer Ann Rolls. For the degree of Postgraduate Certificate, Awais Ahmed. Chloe Jade Alcock. Joshua Benjamin James Armstrong. Christopher Simon Bagnall. James William Bailey. Ruth Elizabeth Bates. Jack Christopher Batley. Clayton Daniel James Beardmore. Jack Bibb. Laura Karen Bloom. Beverly Louise Brooks. Anthony Stephen Brown. Jessica Elizabeth Castledine Pierce. Bethan Challand. Emily Page Clues. Zoe Francesca Cluley. David Michael Conlon. Elizabeth Ann Cook. Olivia Cunningham. Joshua Frederick Davies. Gemma Doty. Georgia May Everest. Annabelle May Fallows. Joe Goff. Bethany Grice. Joseph Seamus William Hart. Samuel Brian Haywood. Joanna Elizabeth Higgs. Dervla Claire Hubbard. Charlotte Emma James. Billy Ethan Johnson. Catherine Elizabeth Jones. May I ask the students who have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit you to the awards for which you have been presented. Many congratulations.
Please be seated.
It's a real pleasure to welcome you once again to this ceremony to celebrate the achievements of our students who do so much while they're at Keele, but also achieve so much when they leave. Even in this slightly cooler day, these are not the conditions for very, very long speeches, but I think it is important that we briefly reflect on what you have all achieved and what lies ahead. And what a journey you've been on. Your experience at university has been different from most of those who went before you, and indeed most who will come after you. You've been through the various stages of lockdown, through times of genuine fear of virtually everything, it seemed, and it's almost hard to remember just how much we all had to change so quickly. As a university, we certainly had to pivot very quickly into using online education in a way that we'd never done at scale before. To keep going with your studies at a time of such huge uncertainty and indeed so much stress in everything that was around you is a major achievement. There is no doubt that you did miss a lot of the social interactions that are a really important part of university life. And this will have been particularly hard for those of you who are in the first years of your building those relationships in your programs. But I would like you to remember that you've learned a lot from the experience, and you do have a real chance to stand out from the crowd in many aspects of life. I'm in no way underestimating how hard it was for you. None of us would have wished that on you, especially at a time of life when friendships and networks are developed that can last for a whole lifetime. But the adaptability, the resilience, and the sheer determination that was needed to get you through your degree was absolutely astonishing. And in a life when all of those things will be needed, you've been there and you've done it. And when things get tough in the future, just remember what you've all shown yourselves to be capable of. I also hope that you recognize the efforts that the staff here at Keele have exerted in order to get you through your programmes. They also had to change very quickly during COVID and were often coping with difficult domestic situations while quickly and dramatically changing the way that education was being delivered. Our educators continue to receive national recognition in all sorts of ways, and I'm pleased that the very recent student crowd survey placed us first in the UK, as judged by the responses of our students when asked about their experience. I'm certainly very proud of all of our staff here at Keele and the way that they coped with all of this, and I suspect that you are too. The staff effort is also reflected in the progress that the university has maintained during the last few years. The opening of the new Harper Keele Vet School with first students in 2020 and a new building in 2021 is a huge step forward for Keele. And the development of an energy park with 2 wind turbines and 12,500 solar panels is important not only to the university, because it will produce over 50% of our electricity, and you won't be surprised to hear that this week it's actually produced 100% of our electricity, but it's also important for society. And we take our responsibility in helping with the climate emergency very seriously indeed here at Keele. And I hope that all of you have developed a strong appreciation of the challenge and indeed what you might all do about it. In the last year or two, we've also developed the campus in other ways. For example, through the opening of the new chapters area in the Chancellor's building, and in what some have described as the most important advances in Keele for many years, the opening of the Co-op and Greggs. The staff at Keele are always very proud of our students and our alumni, but the respect that we have for all of you is even greater than normal. And I'm sure that those of you on this side of the chapel who are family and friends of our graduates are also brimming with pride today. And I think we've already heard some evidence of that during the ceremony. But before I go any further, can I therefore, on behalf of all of you, thank all of you, friends, family, supporters of our students, who have helped them so much during their programmes and their time at Keele. So thank you. Today you can also afford yourselves the pleasure of being very proud of your own achievements. Even beyond the COVID experience, all of you will have been on a big adventure that will have challenged the way you think, taught you new skills, opened up new worlds, and set new horizons. You will also have undergone this huge transition alongside students, either physically or remotely, from every part of society in the UK, and indeed from many parts of the world. Education is a critical mediator of understanding of other cultures, and this is even more important when the biggest challenges of all that we face in society can only be solved through collaboration on a global scale. This is not always easy, but I hope that we helped you develop a level of critical evaluation that will allow you to take informed viewpoints, that will help you thrive in a world where global travel might be still affected for a little while after COVID, but global interactions will be critical for a peaceful and an equitable world. It is with this aim of impacting the future of society around the world that here at Keele we're putting significant attention into new research institutes that are aimed at addressing 4 of the biggest challenges that we face as a global population. These are social inclusion, sustainable futures, global health, and ensuring that we all maximise the benefit of a digital society. We have literally hundreds of our staff performing leading research in these areas, and I'm confident that they really will have a big impact. As I've said, I really hope that the environment that you have been in here at Keele has prepared you to thrive in that global world. This background will help you play your part in meeting these big challenges and taking the opportunities that they present with a confidence that will see you continuing the tradition of Keele students in really making a difference. This may be through your professional lives that you undertake or through the way that you live your own lives at a personal level. Looking after your own health, reducing the adverse effects that we all have on our planet, and showing respect and concern for those in less privileged positions than yourselves. These are all important parts of being players in a forward-looking and civilised society. You've experienced a rate of change that feels unusual, but I regret to say that it will become the norm. And those skills that have seen you through the last couple of years will make you adaptable to these changes. In 20 years' time, even within the professions you've chosen, Many of you will be doing jobs that haven't even been invented yet. So contrary to opinion in some parts of society, universities are not just here to train you for your first job. When situations change enormously, the value of a university education is to put you in a position where you can adapt to these changes and thrive in a modern society as you find it. The world will continue to change very quickly, but as graduates, you've developed the skills to help you thrive in it, as long as you maintain that personal commitment to continuing to learn throughout your lives. This is a university that we hope you will continue to be proud to be associated with, and that you'll continue to think of us as part of your personal future. You now join over 80,000 alumni in all corners of the globe, and alumni demonstrate a great value to each other and to the next generations of students through their networks and their links back to Keele. So please do, therefore, keep in touch. Make sure we have your contact details, sign up for the Alumni Association, and come back to visit us. And think about how you might want to give back to the university and future students. Your time and experience will be hugely valuable to us, and you may well feel that you wish to partner with us on various projects in the future. So that's it. You've made it. You're leaving here with a qualification that cannot be taken away from you. One that people will respect the world over, and that will open doors and opportunities for you. But you now need to make it work for you. You can afford to be ambitious. Indeed, you owe it to yourself to be ambitious. It will be tough sometimes, but if you don't stretch yourself and reach for what you truly, truly want, you will always, always regret it. So I hope that you, our next generation of graduates, will have seen yourselves as part of a thriving university that has valued your presence, and that you can now go out there and make a real difference. So with that, can I, on behalf of the whole Keele University community, give you, our newest graduates, our heartiest congratulations and wish you good health, great happiness, and enormous success in everything that you now do. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you these candidates who have been found worthy to be admitted to the degrees for which they have been awarded. For the degree of postgraduate certificate, Rosalind Louise Lloyd Hughes. Kavita Devi Lochan. Jude Mary Martin. Ava May McAdam. Jack Harry MacDonald. Chloe Louise Mills. Courtney May Mountford. Nuria Rosa Oviedo Cahuata. Zoe Lorraine Paddison. David Mark Parton. Victor Paul Reynolds. Lucy Ann Robinson. Amy Catherine Rollison. Danielle Elizabeth Smith. Matthew Stephen Smith. Phoebe Georgia Stronach. Kate Underdown. Emma Underwood. Charlotte Vaughan. Robert William Wallace. Lydia Weir. George James Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Isabel Kathleen Broad. Jessica Ann East. Nadina Iqbal. Mahona Kanum. Taylor Ann Georgina Nispel. Maria Makboul. Emily Marianne Nichol. Olivia Victoria Susan Nichols. Alicia Mohammed Sagir. Shirin Sabah Suleiman. Yushi Wang. May I ask the students who have just been conferred to stand?
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit you to the degrees for which you have been presented. Many congratulations.
Please be seated. Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you in absentia those candidates who appear listed in the programme who are not present.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor, I admit them to the awards for which they are listed.
Let us give thanks on this special day in a moment of reflection or prayer, according to your practice or belief. We give thanks for our university and recommit ourselves to its mission, that the tasks of education and research may continue to be carried out with integrity. We give thanks for the vision of our founding principal, Lord Lindsay, who directed that Keele exist for the pursuit of truth in the company of friends. The university's foundation also drew on the historic motto of the Sneed family, to thank God for all. May that spirit of friendship and thankfulness continue to be fostered by all at Keele. We give thanks for our graduates as they conclude this stage of their education. May their skills and qualifications be used for good in their communities and beyond. We give thanks for all staff who have taught and supported them in their learning. May they know the lasting impact their work has had and the change they have enacted in the lives of our graduates. We give thanks for their families and friends, present here and around the world. let us acknowledge with gratitude the love, care, and encouragement that they have given and continue to show towards our students. May we look forward with hope to the future, that the successes of this university and its graduates will continue to grow, that the gifts we celebrate today will be used fruitfully, that the world may become a better place. May I invite you all to stand.
Graduates of the university, congratulations once again. I hope you will always continue to feel that you can associate with Keele University and that you will be strong ambassadors for us as you go out and change the world. But for now, just have a brilliant day. I declare the congregation closed.